Ready. Okay. Welcome to Red Army Interview Corner, and today we have Jake Newton. Welcome.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay. First of all, who is Jake Newton?
Jake Newton is a hockey player, defenseman from San Jacinto, California, and he is a husband and a father.
Okay, and how old was you when you started playing hockey?
When I started playing hockey, I was 3 years old, but I started roller hockey until I was 10 and then switched to ice hockey.
Okay, and what was your first team, and have you some remember from that?
My first team, oh geez, no, I probably don't remember, but like I said, I know it was roller hockey. First ice hockey team would have been the Florida Panthers on an in-house league, recreational league in Riverside, California.
Okay, and when did you first realize that you could actually make a living of hockey?
Probably 2006, 2007 when I was playing in the North American Hockey League in Texas. Had a really good season and got scouted by a couple NHL teams, and then from there is when I started thinking, you know, maybe this is a dream that could become a reality.
Okay, and you play defense, and have you always played defense?
Yeah, I've always played defense. Every now and then I'd like to try and play forward, but it's a totally different game up there, so I like staying back.
Okay, and you play with number 5. Have you always do that? And if something mean to you?
Yeah, it's every time I can play with number 5, I will choose number 5, and it's because of Nicholas Lidstrom. He's my favorite player, even though he doesn't play anymore. But he was always a guy I like to watch and like to try and play like he does.
Okay, then we take this. When you first time come to Europe in 2012, what do you know about European ice hockey?
At that time I just knew, honestly I knew that I could come over here, the money would be good, I'd get a free car to drive during the season in an apartment. Other than that I knew the ice was going to be much bigger than what I was used to in North America, but other than that, that was about all I knew.
Okay. Okay, and in 2015 you signed with Vasa Sport. What do you know about sport, and what was to decide to come here to sport?
Honestly, I didn't know much. I came here at the end of last season, after my season in Italy, to visit and get to know the guys, and I think they wanted to get to know me too before they were to make an offer. So honestly, I didn't know anything, but I knew that my agent had been in talks with them before last season, so I knew that there was some interest. But honestly, I didn't know too much, but I was just happy that they were willing to give me an opportunity, and I'm happy to be here.
And the fans are happy too.
Yes, good.
Okay, what would you say is your strongest side like a player, and what you can make better?
I would say maybe my hockey smarts, being able to, you know, of course work hard but work smart at the same time, and I'd say my shooting. And I would say, you know, being a defenseman, I always want to try and be better in the defensive zone and probably play with my size a little bit more physical if I can.
Okay. What do you do when you not play hockey?
I hang out with my family, my wife, my son and daughter. That's literally all I do. There's nothing else I'd rather do.
You like Vasa?
Yes, I do. It's got everything we need.
Okay,
so it's
good. Okay, then a few questions from the fans.
Yes.
How is it to play with Alex Larsson?
I love it. You know, we've been D partners now since I think it was game 2 or game 3 in this season, and I'm very happy that it's stuck like that, because we've been playing really well together, have good chemistry. He's a great guy off the ice as well. You know, he's always smiling, happy. I like it a lot. He's, you know, I think him and I complement one another very well out there, and just do a lot of good things out there.
Okay. Do you still aim for NHL?
Yes, I do. Yes, it's been my dream. You know, I was right there, I was close, but I feel as though I didn't give myself a real opportunity. So I would like to get one more chance, and just, I feel it would be different this time, but who knows if that chance will come. We'll see.
What like Tommy Valtonen as a coach?
Yeah, I like him a lot. You know, he's great. You know, he's a young guy, so you know he still has that passion, that motivation for the game, and I think that really shows in his approach to the players, to practices, to games. And you know, and I think he's consistent in what he's preaching to the team. He doesn't change too much what he wants system-wise, and I think it's good for him to stay true to what he wants as a team, and then that'll help the team to come together and play how he sees best.
Okay. And name 3 reasons why do you sign for next year?
The opportunity that I have here, the role I have here, and wanting to help this team reach the playoffs.
Nice. Describe Red Army with 3 words.
Passionate, loud, and I'm going for 4, the best.
Good. If you can copy some stronger side of some teammates, what would that be?
I would take the quickness of Bertrand Charles, the speed of Kirky. I don't know if you guys know him by that, but 21 is this number, Kirky?
Yeah.
The physicality of Brennan, and yeah, that's that.
That's it. Okay. What's the best and the worst Finnish food when you have taste?
The best. Oh, I love. I don't think it's necessarily Finnish food, but the restaurant Sweet Vasa. My wife and I eat there probably 3 times a week. I don't know if you would consider that Finnish food though, but and the worst would have to just be the fish. I'm not a big fish guy. I like sushi, but there's a lot of salmon here. I eat it because it's good for you, but I don't enjoy it at all.
Okay. How does a guy from California survive in our cold and darkness?
He stays inside. Doesn't go out there, but no, it's definitely cold. I've been in the cold before. It's never been this cold where I've lived. But you know, you just go outside for a little bit at a time and you get by.
Okay. And now some quick questions.
Yeah.
Pizza or hamburger?
Pizza.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Going to gym or practice on ice?
Wow. No decision. That's too tough. But probably gym. I like
Okay.
gym.
Dog or cat?
Neither.
Blondie or brunette?
Brunette.
Okay. And now you can, in the final, you can say some words to the sport fans.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for all your guys' support. You guys are very passionate and loud, like I said in the interview here, and just keep on doing what you guys are doing. We'll try our best to, you know, bring you guys more victories in the future, and you know, really make a push for the playoffs. Thank you guys for your support.
And so we have always a percent from Red Army.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you guys.
Thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.